Before there were heroes, before there were villains, there were monsters. Not masterminds, not tragic anti-heroes, not fallen angels with complicated motivations, just monsters. Creatures in the dark, shapes beyond the firelight, teeth in the water. And here's the strange part. Every civilization, no matter how far apart, imagined them. In ancient Mesopotamia, chaos rose from the sea in the form of primordial beasts. In Norse mythology, the world would one day be swallowed by a serpent. Across Africa, folklore warned of night creatures that stalked villages. In Asia, dragons were not just animals, they were a force of nature. In the Americas, spirits and monsters guarded the boundaries between worlds. Different continents, languages, however, the same instinct. We didn't invent monsters because we are dramatic. No. Monsters appeared because we are afraid. Early stories didn't care about motives. Monsters didn't need backstories. They weren't misunderstood. There were hunger. There were storms. There were plagues. There were death. A villain explains their evil. A monster doesn't. A monster just is. There's a line from Adventure Time that captures this perfectly. The Lich says, "Before there was time, before there was anything, there were monsters." That sounds dramatic, but it is true. Before philosophy, before psychology, before science, there was fear, and fear needs shape. When lightning splits the sky, it wasn't electricity, it was something. It was angry. It was alive. When the ocean swallows ships, it wasn't physics. It was something hungry. It was a force of nature. A monster isn't terrifying because it hates. It's terrifying because it doesn't care about. It has no empathy, no negotiation, no reasoning, just instinct. And that's what's unsettling. Because somewhere inside every human being is the capacity for the same instinct, stripped of conscience, stripped of restraint. Stories take that possibility and turn it into a dragon, a demon, a leviathan, a thing with too many eyes and too many teeth. Indeed. There are multitudes of monsters. Zombies, kaijus, cosmic horrors, beings from the void that don't even notice humanity while destroying it. My cousin Steve. You can debate a villain. You can't negotiate with the abyss. When stories want to show something unstoppable, something beyond morality, they bring the monster back. Because monsters aren't about good and evil. They're about survival. Villains are monsters who learned how to speak. They have reasons, they have pain, they have logic. Monsters don't need justification. And heroes? Heroes are the ones who stand at the edge of the same darkness and choose not to become one. Before there were heroes, before there were villains, there were monsters. And maybe there still are. Now, I plan to make a full-on series talking about each and every monster that I can get my hands on. So until then, stay tuned.